You've obviously had a very successful career, so what's your coaching philosophy?
Win.
If there's one thing you can say about Julie Johnson, it's that she was always a winner. Whether it was her playing days winning championships with the Dakota State Trojans, her time on the sideline coaching her players to their own titles, or her tenure as athletic director, where she led one of the most successful and expansive eras in Ripon College history.
In each role, she was a driving force, never willing to let herself or anyone around her settle for what they had, but instead always pushing us to go for more, encouraging us not to be afraid to chase our dreams. And Julie herself, always right there, at the center, celebrating with us when she saw those dreams become reality.
It was all of her unprecedented success over the years that made Julie so revered by the world around her. People loved watching her stalk the sideline as the coach who relished being the underdog. They loved being amazed by the force of nature who never backed down from a challenge. And most of all, they respected the mentor who pushed those around her to become the best version of themselves, both on the court and off of it.
But behind the ferocity and behind the intimidating stare, anyone lucky enough to know Julie knew the true motivation behind everything that she did. That motivation was love.
For Julie, it was never about winning games or collecting championships. It was about having the opportunity to make an impact on people's lives.
While she wanted every team to be able to hoist titles high in victory, she wanted more for each and every athlete to be able to stand tall as a good person, happy and successful long after their time at Ripon came to a close.
And that's why her demands of her players and her staff always went beyond the court and into how they lived their lives, into how they performed academically, into how they bettered themselves with each year that went by, and most importantly, into how they cared for each other and how they treated the world around them.
And so when Julie was diagnosed with cancer in 2016, we saw the community she herself had built rally around her. Team JJ was born and swelled in membership with the hundreds of players Julie had coached over the years and countless more people she had touched from afar. Words of encouragement, both loud and quiet, greeted her everywhere that she went. And messages of support flowed in from every corner and every generation of both the Red Hawks and the Ripon College families.
It was, in a way, fitting that Julie, a woman who for decades had given so much of herself to others, got to spend the last years of her life feeling all of the love and support she had put out into the world returned back to her. To be able to see her life and her impact truly appreciated.
That is a gift that few people ever receive, and one that Coach Johnson truly deserved to experience.
Julie Johnson lived an incredibly rich and fulfilling life, and we should celebrate all of it.
Because while it might be easy to try to define her by how many games she won, the championships her players earned, or the new heights to which she took Red Hawk athletics, Julie's legacy will always be so much more.
Her legacy will be the players she coached, the courage she showed in hard times, and just the sheer amount of love she put out into the world every single day to every single person she met along the way.
She was one of the strongest people we've ever known.
She epitomized the values we should all live by.
And she taught us what life is truly all about.
We'll never stop loving her.
We'll never stop telling stories about her to every person we meet.
And we will never stop fighting to carry on the legacy she built.
I'm very fortunate in the fact that with my job I get to recruit the players to come to Ripon. But I think I've been more than fortunate with the type of players that I have, not only as athletes, but as students and as people. When the day is over, win or lose, I like being around my players. I enjoy being with them. I enjoy watching them grow. But they really are, and I don't think they realize this, maybe as more as if they're senior, but how much they really are the program. It's not Coach Johnson and her program. It's the players that are here that really make the program what it is.